All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave. Save America, vote Tulsi Gabbard. It's not just the name of the channel. It's actually a strategy. Save America, vote for Tulsi Gabbard. Or vote for Tulsi Gabbard, and then America will be saved. And what are we being saved from? How about incivility? How about having a civil president who doesn't tweet crap because it's their art of the deal style? People think that, Trump is stupid. This is what he wants to do, and he doesn't care. He's gotten to the highest office in the land, and now he's just in the heads and minds of so many people across this country. Imagine the thrill he gets every single day, tweeting stuff in the middle of the night, and then having basically rabid dogs go at each other all day long on Twitter. I mean, no power trip could be bigger than that. So a vote for Tulsi Gabbard would be a vote for civility, would be a vote for somebody who's serving us rather than themselves. It's one thing about Trump, whether you like him or not, he's serving himself, and his ego is part of that. It's just clear. Look, if you're going to be intellectually dishonest about Trump, like he's some virtuous person who's put aside all the things that he had, this is just, in the arc of his life, this is just another thing that he got to do. And this is probably the biggest rush, biggest high a human being will ever get without doing, foreign substances. Anyway, this article comes from Fox News, of all places. Fox News, again, reporting what the other outlets who are tribal they'd rather not talk about this. Jack Dorsey maxes out to Tulsi. Jack runs Twitter. Just in case you didn't know that. And, of course, recently, Jack met with Trump. And, Trump makes Jack a whole bunch of money. Okay, see, and this is the thing. Nobody really puts certain puzzle pieces together here. We don't know where Jack stands politically. And he's made it kind of even more interesting here that he's going after progressive here. He's maxing out to Tulsi, who is not liked by a lot of progressives because they suspect that underneath that aloha persona, Mitch McConnell is somewhere in there, or Paul Ryan, or Ted Cruz, somewhere underneath that Tulsi Gabbard, pretty beautiful woman exterior. You will see conservatism because it's oozing out, right? And it was there because of her socially conservative family life and the fact that she joined the military and so forth. So there are a lot of things. They send little dog whistles to both progressives and conservatives because Tulsi isn't going to play the tribal warfare game. Although she did stick up. You got to give Tulsi credit. She did stick up for these ladies over here. The freshmen. She did stick up for them because she said, hey, Trump's not fit for office. But she didn't call anybody a racist, a bigot, or a homophobe. She just did what most people would do and say, hey, knock it off, like talking to your kids. You don't call your kids names. You just tell them, hey, please cut it out. Or maybe you'll get disciplined. Maybe Trump needs to be disciplined. That would be good. The mogul who leads Twitter and financial tech firm Square, easy for me to say, gave $2,800 each to Gabbard's primary fund and her general election campaign fund. So he maxed out. Wow, Jack maxes out. This is a crazy story. But will it help Tulsi Gabbard? Look, Jack, it would have been better if you recruited 30,000 of your friends to give $1 to her campaign. Okay, so hey, Jack, just from me, from Dave over here in sunny Florida, recruit 30,000 of your friends to give $1. If they haven't given $1, Problem with Jack is he's not a very well-liked figure because he's under attack for not policing his site enough. Then he's under attack because of free speech, because he bans people, okay, which he has on the platform. And so it's kind of all over the map for Jack. And you want to think to yourself, this is a great endorsement. It certainly raises name ID for Tulsi Gabbard, and again is another feather in her cap, so to speak, because number one, she wasn't supposed to win the first debate, and she did. Nobody even thought about Tulsi Gabbard winning the first debate. But hands down, I think she won the first debate and the second debate, because the second debate was about like forced busing from the 70s, and everybody started talking about that rather than talking about Medicare for all and a living wage and just all kinds of actual progressive policy ideas that apparently take a back seat to the idea that Joe Biden was, doing stuff in the late 1970s that he shouldn't have done, and people are really hung up on that because that's really going to put food on their table. That's going to lower their student loan debt, and it's going to, make life so much easier in case an emergency happens in their life. A lot of Americans are $1,000 away from being out in the street, or at least being in a position where they can't pay any of their bills. So there's Jack, interesting looking guy, and there's Tulsi, who's a lot better looking than Jack. Dorsey's own political views are not truly known. His father was a conservative Republican. So there you go. For all of you people who hate Tulsi Gabbard because, there are all of these connections that, this person likes Tulsi and then their father is a conservative Republican, and oh no, we can't have that. We need purity. We need purity. That's why the Bernie people the Bernie people, not Bernie himself, although Bernie can put a stop to a lot of things if he wanted to. See, Bernie's trying to create this. He doesn't want to upset the apple cart right now. He wants to get the nomination, and then maybe he'll start to speak to some of these people who are not being very civil. And I think Bernie did pretty good at the beginning of his campaign, but now, because he wants the support, he's taking the tribe in. He's saying, okay, come on in. Russian collusion, come on in. You're part of the Bernie campaign too. And that's a tough thing. The Twitter mogul, who is worth $5.8 billion, he could just finance anybody. You know what would be cool? Here's, in case all this fails, a guy like Jack Dorsey could fund like an independent third-party movement. $5.8 billion? What are you going to do with, $1 billion? What do you do with $1 billion? You start a movement. That's what I would do. Has a unique wellness regimen. He subscribes to intermittent fasting. Takes multiple daily ice baths. This is weird. Doesn't eat much on the weekends and regularly makes the long trek to work on foot from his mansion to the company's downtown San Fran headquarters. Oh man, I could just see the headline on some Daily Beast or something. It would say Tulsi Gabbard gets the support of cult leader Twitter guy Jack Dorsey. It's just weird. In May, Gabbard told The Intercept that President Trump didn't get any help from the Russian government, which is refuted by the findings in the Mueller report. Look at that. So even Fox News is doing a little Russian collusion hoax here at the end of this. This is bad. You can't trust any media at all right now. So, what does this endorsement do? Does it push the ball down the field? If you want Medicare for all, is this going to help you? I don't know. Might raise a little bit of name ID for Tulsi Gabbard. Because it's over on Fox, a couple of people over there might see it. They might like Jack. They might like Twitter. Most people don't like Twitter. So I don't want to say this is a useless endorsement. He did give money, and it shows that people with clout and power have recognized Tulsi Gabbard's message, and we'll look at it as a positive, I guess. I guess from a PR standpoint, it doesn't hurt to have somebody with this type of profile endorsing your run for president and paying you money, sending you the maximum amount. But for me, I don't know. This guy has so much money, he could help change the entire landscape. But then again, if he's donating all this money, it's just more big money in politics, and we have to do this from the grassroots up. We can't let somebody like this control the narrative, which he already does because of his platform, which is more or less a sewer each day. And the people who are on there, not all of them, there are some people who are trying to stay above the sewer. They're staying on the main road up top. They're not down below in the sewer. There are a lot of those people trying each day to truly make America a nice place, a place where people can have conversations without going absolutely crazy. In any event, go Tulsi. This can't really hurt that much. I think this is a good thing for Tulsi Gabbard, and it will certainly get people talking about her. So anything that gets people talking about Tulsi Gabbard is a plus. So there you go. That's it. That's my video. Done. Wasn't even going to do a video today. By the way, don't forget, if you can donate to this channel, I will put a link to my PayPal account for one-time donations, whatever you can spare. I'm not telling you you have to give the farm to keep me solvent here, but I am paying bills. I am buying equipment. See this? Yes, I actually bought this thanks to the people who have been supporting me. I had some pretty lousy microphones. You can go back and listen to the audio, and this one here is somewhat more tolerable than the other ones were. And hey, I look so Kyle Kalinske now, don't I? I just need a neon sign in the background flashing. Jimmy Dore, I can have that thing that swings back and forth. All right, see you soon, everybody.